A woman will enter your house in the next 3 days with fake kindness, but her intention is to steal a piece of your destiny. Archangel Michael says, this message is not for the faint of heart. A woman cloaked in sweetness is preparing her entry into your home, not with gifts, but with a hidden mission. Within the next 3 days, she will step across your threshold with intentions darker than her soft voice and gentle smile will let you see. There's a twist in the air around your house already, a strange stillness in the corners. You've been feeling uneasy without fully understanding why, sensing that something is shifting behind the scenes. What you're feeling is not paranoia. It's your spiritual guards trying to raise your awareness before it's too late. This woman knows you, or at least she has studied enough about you to mimic someone you'd trust. She might pretend to come for help, offer support, or bring news that sounds relevant. But hidden inside her visit is a plan carefully woven to extract a portion of your fate, your favor, your light. She has no power of her own, so she feeds off the divine residue that surrounds chosen souls. What she's after isn't money or materials, it's much more dangerous. She wants the key you don't even realize you've been carrying, a piece of your future that was ordained to bless many. Type Amen to get blessing 333 if you're reading this now. It means heaven is not leaving you unprotected. Archangel Michael says, you're being given the sacred advantage of foresight, something very few are granted. You are not to let your heart be fooled by her appearance, for deception is her weapon, not her words. She's already been watching from a distance, learning your behaviors, understanding your weaknesses. Her appearance will be polished, her tone gentle, and her timing too perfect to be a coincidence. You will feel something is off, but she will smile through it. Your spiritual radar will tingle when she speaks about things she shouldn't know. Her compliments may sound sincere, but they carry the weight of strategy. Her goal is to weaken you emotionally, to enter the rooms of your soul and steal what was never hers. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You see, the enemy often doesn't strike with swords, but with smiles. This woman has been influenced by forces who fear what you about to become. They've assigned her to shift your path, to delay your rise, and to secretly sabotage your reputation. Her visit is not random. She's counting on your kindness. But kindness without discernment is dangerous. Don't ignore the signs in your dreams. You may have already seen her before, perhaps her shadow brushing the edge of a dream, or her voice echoing in a moment of silence. Heaven has been trying to warn you, but now the time for visions is over, and action is required. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This woman walks with spirits who speak in whispers and delight in chaos. She's been promised a reward if she succeeds, an elevation in her own life at the cost of yours. But that reward is an illusion, because anything taken by force will eventually rot in her hands. When she enters, you may feel a sudden chill, or notice your favorite pet acting strangely. Trust that. Animals sense what eyes can't see. And the more silent she becomes, the more urgent your alert must be. You are being told this now because you have a sacred protection over you that must not be violated. The angels surrounding you are placing spiritual fire at your doorstep. But if you let her inside with open arms and no caution, she will attempt to slip past it. Type Amen to get blessing 666. If she compliments your success too quickly, beware. If she brings a gift with too much meaning attached, pause. If she tries to move into emotional conversations quickly, know that she is baiting you. Your destiny is a bright flame, and this woman wants to collect its embers to light her own dying path. But you were not created to be copied, drained, or replaced. You were chosen to lead, and that is why the enemy keeps sending distractions dressed as visitors. You will remember this message in the exact moment she crosses the door. Something deep in your soul will echo these words back to you. And in that moment, you must choose caution over comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You've been through too much to be fooled now. This isn't just about protecting your home, it's about guarding your future. What she's trying to take from you isn't physical, it's energetic, spiritual, and ancestral. Your bloodline carries authority, and your light has begun to awaken sleeping legacies. This has caused spiritual enemies to panic. They fear your rise because your rise means the fall of many dark schemes. She was sent as a soft interruption, not a bold attacker. Because the enemy knows you're too strong to fall for obvious traps, they made her look like peace. But Archangel Michael says, even peace must be tested before it's trusted. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Her voice may sound familiar, her eyes may appear warm, but watch her intentions. Don't just listen to her words. Watch her eyes when she enters your sacred space. If you feel the urge to distance yourself, follow it. You've done the work, you've been patient, and your time is arriving. That's why this attempt is happening now. Because your breakthrough is no longer a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And she's been instructed to delay the when. There are spiritual contracts attempting to rewrite what heaven has already signed in your name. But this message is your proof that you've not been forgotten or unguarded. You're being given full access to truth before deception can perform its act. Type Amen to get blessing 939. The woman may be someone who has vanished for years, suddenly appearing with apologies or stories of coincidence. She may say she felt drawn to see you. But remember, not every pull is divine. Some are deliberate manipulations. Her story will have holes in it, no matter how tightly she weaves it. She may pretend to confess a past sin or share secrets meant to look like vulnerability. But her goal is not reconciliation, it's access. She may try to touch things in your space, especially objects of personal or spiritual importance. Pay close attention to what she glances at repeatedly. Her presence will carry an agenda. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. She's not just trying to steal something. It's what she intends to do with it after that's dangerous. She wants to swap destinies, to take your divine favor and anchor it into her cursed journey. But your destiny is sealed in heaven and cannot be claimed by false means. However, the moment you willingly invite the wrong energy in, it delays the flow of divine timing. It doesn't cancel your blessing, but it interrupts the momentum. And that interruption could cost you more than time. It could cost you alignment. You may not have done anything wrong to deserve this interference. This is not punishment, it's a test of spiritual maturity. The more you grow, the more carefully you must guard your gates. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Archangel Michael says, this woman is aware she may only have one chance. If she fails to capture your trust on this visit, her plans will collapse. That's why her performance will be polished like never before. You must remember this: the more peaceful something appears, the more it should be spiritually examined. True peace does not pressure, flatter, or confuse. If her energy feels too rehearsed, step back. It's not about hatred or revenge, it's about wisdom. You are not being told to hate this person. You are being told to spiritually protect what is rightfully yours. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Keep an eye on what she touches. She may linger near mirrors, photos, sacred symbols, or your workspace. Her presence may drain you physically afterward. That's a sign. You'll feel like you need a nap after she leaves, or you might get an unexplainable headache. These are spiritual reactions to energy theft. The good news is, forewarned is forearmed. You've been chosen for this timeline. Your name is written in spiritual scrolls. Your voice will shake foundations, but only if you protect it. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. She may attempt to take a photo of you secretly. She may leave something behind, by accident. These tactics are not random. They are planned to create spiritual access points. You must cleanse after she leaves, both spiritually and physically. Burn protective incense, pray boldly, and reset the energy in your home. Do not take this visit lightly. This is not just about one woman. This is about the spirits riding behind her, whispering instructions. She is a vessel being used by jealous forces that despise your light. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. If she brings food or drink, don't accept it. If she asks you to sign something or touch something unusual, say no. If she insists on seeing a particular room, protect it. She will try to flatter you into relaxing your guards. But you've already outgrown the version of yourself that used to fall for kind words. Now, you walk in discernment. The angels surrounding you are sharpening your spiritual perception. Your eyes will see through her mask even before her lips form the first lie. Trust that. Type Amen to get blessing 1555. There is something important inside you. Something divine, something rare. And someone is trying to sneak past your walls and take it. But the gate is locked now with truth. You are not who you used to be. You are no longer easy to fool. She will come smiling, but she will leave disappointed, because this time, you re-prepared. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She may try again if she fails the first time. She might change her name, her look, even her story, but the spirit behind her will remain the same. That's why this warning is not just for 3 days, but for every time the enemy tries a new disguise. You must protect your doors, physically and spiritually. Don't let anyone in unless you feel peace down to your bones. Fake kindness always feels rushed, always has an urgency to gain trust quickly. This woman's arrival will reveal hidden emotions within you too. You'll suddenly remember past betrayals, old wounds, unfinished conversations. That's not coincidence. It's the spirit she carries trying to reopen old doors you've already closed. She feeds off unresolved pain. She's hoping you'll feel lonely enough to believe her lie. But your strength is not in loneliness, it's in clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Remember how far you've come. The battles you survived were not for nothing. They prepared you for this moment, to recognize false light before it blinds you. The woman may mention your goals or dreams casually, like she just happened to remember them. That's how she disarms. She acts familiar with your destiny because she's been briefed on it by people who envy you. Don't tell her anything new. Don't reveal your plans, your projects, your thoughts. Every word is ammunition in the wrong ears. She will smile, but her spirit will flinch if you speak truth boldly. That's how you'll know. When truth makes her uncomfortable, silence confirms your suspicion. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You might find yourself feeling guilty for doubting her. That's part of her spell, manipulating your compassion. But compassion without caution is a doorway for disaster. You can be kind without being blind. You can be open without being exposed. You can have a soft heart and still wear spiritual armor. She's not just stealing blessings, she's rerouting timelines. If she succeeds, it could take months or years to recover what was lost. That's why heaven is screaming through this message now. Don't underestimate her calm voice or her well-rehearsed story. This isn't her first mission, but it will be her last one against you. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The realm of darkness doesn't waste time on the weak. You were targeted because you are the chosen one, because your light disrupts their shadows. You carry blueprints for future generations, keys that unlock doors for others. If you're silenced or delayed, the enemy slows down more than just you. They slow down everyone attached to your purpose. So when she arrives, stand tall. Don't let fear shake you. You were born for spiritual war, and your victory is in your awareness. Clean your house before she comes. Anoint your doors. Light the flame of discernment in every room. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. She'll pretend not to know what she's doing. But in her soul, she knows. She has partnered with darkness too long to be innocent. If she tries to bring up mutual acquaintances, say little. She might even mention someone who hurt you, hoping to rekindle that emotion. Don't fall for it. Your silence will disturb her more than your confrontation. Because silence shows strength, and she feeds on vulnerability. Don't give her a single piece of yourself she can twist. There is a destiny marked with your name, and your season is nearing. Your success is secured. That's why sabotage is knocking. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You will hear lies wrapped in sympathy. She might say she's been through what you're going through. But her goal isn't empathy, it's entry. Every moment with her will be calculated. Watch how she moves when no one is watching. Watch how she scans your space. If she asks about your beliefs, your routines, or your weaknesses, change the subject. She is mapping your soul through conversation. Block her access with wisdom. Archangel Michael says, don't confront her in anger. Just observe, stay grounded, and let her presence expose itself. Angels will give you signs every step of the way. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The 3 days are symbolic, but her arrival is not limited to them. Time bends in spiritual warfare. What matters is that you reawake. You've been asleep for too long regarding this kind of manipulation. You let too many pass through your kindness gate, but no more. You are not a victim anymore. You're a gatekeeper now, and your gates only open when heaven confirms it's safe. This woman will feel your resistance. She will sense that you're not as easy to read as before. That's how you'll know you've grown. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. She is coming for destiny theft, not attention. She is being used as a pawn in a much bigger plot. And your name is the target. Don't entertain her. Beyond necessity. You owe her nothing but truth and boundaries. Anything beyond that opens spiritual debt. She might cry, break down, or pretend to be in pain. But watch closely. Real pain seeks healing, not manipulation. Her tears are her tools. When she leaves, don't forget to spiritually seal your house. Say aloud, I close every door she tried to open. You must cancel any lingering energy. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. This is the turning point for you. Not just because of her, but because of what this test means. You're graduating into a new level of spiritual leadership. You were not warned just to be safe, you were warned so you can stand, so you can teach others, so you can break generational tricks that have fooled your ancestors. You are not just surviving, you are outsmarting. You are winning silently, and her defeat is confirmation of your spiritual strength. There will be a calm after she's gone. A quiet shift. That's your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. Archangel Michael says, you are not alone. You are surrounded by watchers, by heavenly warriors. And she cannot override what God has signed. But you must not doubt what you feel. The nudges, the sudden chills, the strange timing of her words. Trust all of it. This is not superstition, it's spiritual preparation. The more you obey the warnings, the quicker your blessing accelerates. This is your message. Let it anchor into your spirit. And when the woman knocks, let wisdom answer before your emotions do. Type Amen to get blessing 2555. You've been preserved for something beyond the ordinary. That's why the attacks are becoming sophisticated. Because your glow is becoming undeniable. Let her visit serve as a confirmation, not a curse. Because even in her attempt, she proves that you are valuable. That you carry something rare. And rare things are always targeted. Protect your energy, guard your joy, cover your purpose. And never forget, darkness never knocks unless light is inside. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. You have reached the end of this divine warning. But the real test begins now, in your choices, in your awareness, in your spiritual courage. You are stronger now, more alert, more chosen than ever. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You will notice the world feels different after reading this message. Sounds will be sharper, your senses will feel more alive, and your mind will replay certain phrases in your head. That is not anxiety, it is activation. She will not expect your silence. She's trained to manipulate responses, to guide conversations, to poke where you're most unsure. But your silence will break her rhythm and confuse her motives. You were never meant to argue with her or expose her. That's not your job. Your role is to stand still in truth and let her mask slip all on its own. She cannot copy what is authentically divine. And the more she tries, the more her false light flickers. This is why her energy begins to crack when you show no need for validation. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. She believes her time is now. But so do you. and only one spirit can remain standing. Don't just protect your house. Protect your digital space too. She may try to message you before she visits. Don't respond out of habit. Respond only from spiritual awareness. If she sends photos, messages, or even apologies, read the spirit behind them. Watch the timing. Discernment will whisper to you, louder than ever. You've crossed into a zone where spiritual warfare no longer wears swords. It wears smiles, perfumes, gifts, and soft apologies. But you now see through it all. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You'll feel a shift in your physical body too, tightness in the chest, tingles in the hands, or sudden bursts of tiredness. These are not medical warnings. They are spiritual reactions to what your spirit already knows. It's preparing you for contact. Don't ignore your body. Your spirit speaks through it. If your stomach churns as she arrives, it's not nerves, it's your inner guard dog barking. If you get tired only when she talks, understand her words are draining your field. That's intentional. She's using emotional hypnosis to dull your power. Drink water, ground your feet, and anchor your thoughts. You're not crazy. You're not overreacting. You are divinely aware. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. This woman may try to distract you from things you were just about to do. If you were about to start a project, she'll ask for your time. If you were about to sign a document, she'll bring doubts. She's not just stealing energy. She's interrupting destiny flow. Every moment you spend on her tricks is a delay in your calling. And the enemy knows you don't need to be destroyed. You only need to be delayed to miss your moment. But not this time. Not today. Not anymore. You have the foresight now. The power has returned to your hands. And when you close the door behind her, your timeline will return to its original design. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You'll realize, in hindsight, just how close she came to taking something sacred. A contract. A connection. A moment meant for your next level. But this message is the interception. You were going to fall into a trap, but now you're walking around it. That is what divine intervention feels like. Quiet, but complete. Celebrate this awareness. You're evolving. Your eyes are opening. And her false kindness will be the final push you needed to sharpen your shields forever. You are not angry. You are not bitter. You are just no longer available for spiritual theft. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Watch how the atmosphere changes after she leaves. You may feel light again, even without saying a word. That's the sign she carried a weight that didn't belong in your space. Don't argue with her. Don't explain yourself. Let her wonder why her manipulation didn't work this time. Let her sit with the silence of your protection. Let her feel the absence of your vulnerability. And let her walk away defeated, without ever seeing you sweat. You have just won a war by standing still. That is the power of divine revelation. That is what grace looks like in battle. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Your spiritual ranking is rising. That's why the attacks are becoming more personal, more subtle, more emotional. But that also means your destiny is accelerating. You are not meant to blend in anymore. You were never ordinary. Your eyes were crafted to see beyond the veil, and your purpose cannot be shared. So protect your essence, your dreams, your joy. And when this woman comes with her mask of kindness, let her leave with nothing but your silence. The war is won in the quiet, in the discernment, in the decision to say no even when your heart wants to say yes. That is your evolution. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. This is your full circle moment. The old you would have opened the door wide. The new you steps back, listens, watches, and decides with clarity. This is why Archangel Michael guided this message to you at the right time. You were never meant to be unarmed. You were meant to be informed. Take this as your scroll of instruction. Revisit it if your peace starts to tremble. And trust that even if she tries again, you now see the spirit before you see the face. There's no fear here, only fire. And your fire is finally too bright to be dimmed by a visitor with borrowed light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.